Welcome back to an episode of This is Bennett, and he has a scar on his arm. Interesting. And we are going to follow follow this one. The prologue, Act 2. Let the wind lead. Let's see what we have to do. Go to Windrise. And Windrise is 500 meters this way, which is right over there. Ha! Don't need to mark this one. Interesting. And before we go to Windrise, let's just quickly, really quickly, level up this thingy over here, and then we are going to teleport to Windrise. It's just so I have this one finished. So, no, we're not interested in the rewards. We want to offer the thing. It levels up. Nice. I actually thought that this the tasks on here actually recharge every day, but it's every Monday and Friday. So it's yeah, at the beginning and at the end of the weekend, or like at the beginning of the week and at the beginning of the weekend, kind of. Anyway, what's this one? Memory of the Frostbearing tree, forging blueprint. Make the Frostbearer a catalyst. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, let's learn this thing real quick. There we go. So, the Frostbearer might be... yeah, what might it be? I have no idea. Because it's a catalyst and it's a frost item, it might be related to the... it spawns icicles kind of things. And I said I wanted to go to Windrise. Yes, I am going to Windrise. I just want to know what this Frostbearer thing is all about. Because I cannot look at the items that I can smith. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, let's just get all of these. Yes, obtain. And the next one. And the next one. And the next one. Let's smith once... twice, thrice. Yeah, warming bottle, we don't need that one. Same goes for that. There we go, Frostbearer. What's its... it has the same ability, the Frost Burial. Hitting an opponent with normal and charge attack has a 60% chance of forming a draw and dropping an ice frost icicle above them. Dealing AoE equal to 80% of the attack, and if they are affected by cryo, it deals to 100%. And it also happens every 10 seconds, which is nice. The damage always goes, well, always. I have no idea what the maximum is on this one, but the damage goes higher, of course. But the amount of seconds don't. Like this one here has the same thing, Frost Burial, but this is the Dragon Spear. Then you have the Frost Bearer, which looks amazing. I wouldn't have guessed that this is a Frost Catalyst, but anyway, looks kind of cool. And what about... There's a spear, there's a catalyst. The thing that I'm missing at the moment is a Frostbearer sword. A Frostbearer, like a Frost Burial sword and a Frost Burial bow. I only have these ones here with the bonuses to attack speed and whatnot. And sting, maybe dealing another damage, increases all damage by 6% for 6 seconds. Maximum 2 stacks, gonna come once every 1 second. The problem, yeah, elemental mastery on the sword. Physical damage is kind of cool. This is the reason why I have this one on the damage dealer. Oh no, there we go. So we got a claymore at least. Oh, these are just the claymore. That's kind of interesting though. I think I know why. Because the weapons are moved upwards. But I think the reason for this is because I'm actually able to craft them. It has no other real reason. So, let's at least fill that run real quick. And I also did some domains. I think I can at least level up one skill of Bennett also. I know. I got a few of these. And I could level him up a little bit so his attacks get bit more damaging. The problem is I don't really need his attacks, really. And okay, that one takes a little while. A very long ass while, in fact. Wait a minute. When will these items regenerate? Monday, Thursday. That's tomorrow. Okay. And of course, another day. So this is blue stuff. This is also blue stuff, and this is also blue stuff. What changes if I change that one? Healing goes up, whatever goes up, but it's the armor. But the armor is not necessary, so I can just upgrade her skill like that. Yeah. Healing trigger chance goes up by 1%. That's absolute. I think the maximum is like 60% or something like that. Yeah, like the standard is 50%, and you can level it up, I think, 12 times, and you can get an additional 3 levels if you do the constellations or so. Usually. I don't know if that's true on her or not. But anyway, then you would end up at 62%, which is more than half every second swing, whatever. Skill damage, slightly higher. Attack bonus, Nah, come on, let's use this one. I use it so many times, why not? So, yeah. Back to the whole Windrise idea, and continuation of that one. Do we... Yeah, okay, we get closer, so... Well, happen to follow you sounds pretty good, but yeah, I want to know more about the animal god. A long time ago, and were you around back then? Well, yes, we still need to get into the Dwalin domain. Because God's what? Someone told me about Dwalin's past. And he was connected to Barbatos. What do you mean everyone sees? As in an opinion about Storm Terror, or seeing as perceiving? Why? That's weird. Why is there a wind orb? Defeat the creature. The creature is an eye of the storm, and the creature has a name. And it's going to dash. There we go. Let's go into aim mode, because then I can dish out a little bit more damage with the second shot. Ooh, okay, now we got it down. Alright, and we got it. Perfect. Can't even loot it. Change in wind. The wind is normal at the moment, but anyway. I totally forgot who that was. Okay. Okay, to the Four Winds, not making tribute, but come on. No, so, oh, you're right. I was skipping some words here. Alright. Product of his degradation. And how... I think this was the poisonous crystal, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. The Abyss Mage, as in a single one, or the Abyss Mage as in mages, and it's a Abyss Mage League or something. Abyss Mage, never heard such a name. Actually, I heard. I think I've heard of them before. Monster. Yes.
人ならざる者によって結成されたアビス教団。人類の敵となる組織だよ。
Actually, I don't know if they are human or not, because they wear masks.
彼らのことはよく知らないけど、人間の世界に対して深い悪意を持つことだけは知っている。
Probably not just Illfire.
荒野のヒルチャールも奴らの指揮で動き、奴らの手足となってるんだ。
Yeah, why are they so connected to the Helicals,
ここ
by the
に来
way?
るまで、僕もトワリンと同じ呪いに蝕まれていた。でも今僕たちのいる場所は英雄の象徴、モンドのすべての源だ。
If Mondstadt rose from this tree, then why is Mondstadt not built around that one?
木々の隙間から流れる風は心地よく、僕の好きな匂いがする。
Again, wind doesn't smell the stuff that is being blown about. That smells.
君と一緒に木陰の下にいると、竜の涙が浄化された時みたいに、僕の中にある毒が消えていくんだ。
It's kind of like the smell of rain, because when it's raining, you can smell it. But it's not the rain that you smell. It's it's a special compound that is actually emitted by the ground. If the raindrop hits the ground, then a chemical reaction takes place, and then you just smell whatever compound is getting out of the ground. Or is it a chemical reaction, or is it just kind of popping some almost like popping blisters or something? Anyway.
だいぶ良くなったよ。
それで、お前はどうして毒を？
Yeah, and where is the poison at the
そ
moment?
れはまあ、前にトワリンと会話しようとした時に、誰かさんに邪魔されてね。
Wait, what?
そのせいでトワリンの呪いを払うどころか、自分もアビスの毒に蝕まれちゃったんだ。
But isn't that... Why does that poison go from one creature to the next? It's not a disease, isn't it? Yeah, that was me.
そうだよ。ね、お詫びに僕と一緒にモンドの大聖堂に行ってくれないかい？
Alright, let's go to the
モ
cathedral.
ンドの大聖堂？何しに行くんだ？
Well, to make a cure for Dvalin, I
取り
believe.
に行くんだ。ライアー、天空をね。
Let's get it then. Easy peasy. We have to talk to anyone? Probably. And I also need to collect some, I think it was it Mondstadt specialties? No. Or 3 Mondstadt specialties I need. Or was it? No. Mondstadt specialties I have a few. It's only Liu specialties that I need. I don't know, like 15, 20 maximum. Also. Whee! Alrighty. Venti, let's get in there.
それで、天空って一体？
Is here.
モンドの至宝、風神バルバトスがかつて使っていたライアーだよ。
How do you know that?
天空のライアーがあれば、僕はトワリンを悪夢から目覚めさせられる。
本当にそれで風魔竜の破壊を止められるのか？
Maybe. Let's try this
も
out.
ちろん、僕はこの世界で一番の詩人だからね。
Really? The absolute best bard?
過去、未来、そして今、僕の知らない歌はないよ。
Ooh, the future. Seems like an omnipotent being.
僕の目を見て。僕のこと頼もしいと思わない？
Just what is that in your eyes? Look into my eyes. What are you hiding? The color of your eyes is like the sky in my hometown. Wait, what? Nah, it's not about that. What are you
それで、
hiding?
どうやって天空のライアーを手に入れるんだ？
大聖堂のとある安全な場所に保管されているって聞いた。
Oh, so is there a hidden domain in here? That
ま
would be
ずは
cool.
下調べだ。もし興味があるなら、一緒に来てくれても構わないよ。
Or maybe I have to get behind the cathedral and dig up some graves. Or we are going downstairs because there is yeah, there are some stairs right at the altar. Or like in front of it, kind of. And there's a secret entrance right there, right behind him. This is where that secret entrance is. Gotelinde.
こんにちは、シスターさん。
風神のご加護があらんことを。若き詩人さん、何かご用かしら。
実はね、モンドの危機を救う方法が分かったんだ。
Mozart is pretty fine for a lot of episodes.
あら、それは風神に感謝しなければならないわね。
Wait a minute. How does she know?
それは騎士団に報告するべきよ。関係のない修道女に行ってもどうにもならないわ。
Oh no, it was just a saying.
そんなことないよ。お姉さんの力が必要だから話してるんだ。そう。例えば天空のライアー、あれがあれば僕は風魔竜を。
お帰りください。
And no one takes Lyre.
あれはとても凶悪な竜ではありますが、代理団長様が意を決すれば倒せないこともない相手です。
それはダメだよ。そんなことしたら風魔竜が死んじゃうじゃないか。
We don't want that, do we? At least we could try to solve the whole thing peacefully.
東風を裏切った愚獣です。風神様だってあいつを許したりしないはずだわ。お姉
さん。
ダメなものはダメよ、詩人さん。この子にお姉さんって呼ばれるとなんだか不思議とちょっと嬉しいわね。
Since when are we able to read minds?
仕方ないね。
Oh?
これ以上隠したままにするわけにもいかないか。僕の忠実なる信者よ。喜べ。今君の目の前にいるのが風神バルバトス本人なんだ。
Now it's the time to feign.
驚いた？泣きたくなった？使える神様に会えてどう？感動した？
他に用がなければ私は戻って仕事をさせてもらいます。
What?
待って。
Well, that's the thing with being a god. Just because you are doesn't mean that you can still do anything that you want. At least when it comes to people.
シスターは振り向かずにそのまま行ってしまったよ。
She's blind to your power.
でも予定してた目的はクリアした。
That the Lyre is here.
少なくとも彼女はこの大聖堂に天空のライアーがあることを否定しなかった。それで騎士団で話題の新人くん、君もやってみないかい
？Oh, so I thought that we just go downstairs. Like, look at this. There's a secret passage.
風神のご加護があらんことを。
Yeah, hello.
あら、あなたは騎士団の新メンバーね。
Indeed.
どうしてここに？代理団長様から何か頼み事かしら？
Well, the knights would borrow the holy lyre,
本
please.
当に？あなたのことを疑ってるわけじゃないけど、少し前に怪しい詩人に同じこと言われたから。
Exactly. We are on the same team.
彼はデタラメを言っていたわ。天津さえ自分のことをバルバトスだともね。
He is
と
up to
何か
something.
企んでいるのよ。天空のライアーにはその仕様に決まりがあるの。バドル労祭の期間中だけ使えるのよ。
Gludi Harpastrum is a play of the harp? I don't know.
それに貸し出しには団長、主教、それから民衆の代表者の同意とサインされた書類が必要だわ。
Isn't that a little bit too much paperwork?
それで騎士団のサインは
Aided on you. Well, the Grandmaster definitely did not mention the
と
paperwork.
にかく 書類は必須よ。
Okay, well.
最近は忙しくてね。 他に
Ah! Bollocks. I really have to be a bit more patient. The problem is that they just don't go through the texts. They have some awkward pauses every now and then.
はあ、やはり君でもダメだったか。
And I'm not that fluent in Japanese that I can just, well, know when the whole thing is finished. Sometimes I know it, yes, but not all the time.
分かってたのかよ。
まあ、騎士団のスーパールーキーの実力を見たかっただけだからさ。それにほら、勇者が村に伝わる宝剣を手にする。
Well, yet here we are, and do you mean we need the weapon? Or like the lyre? Or do you mean that I need a better sword?
こんな展開、歌にするにはぴったりじゃないかい？
That's a decent one.
なんか失礼だぞ、銀融詩人。
誤解しないで。これはモンドに対して失望しているんだよ。勇者相手に宝剣をケチるなんてね。さて、ちゃんとした方法で借りるのは無理みたいだから、別の手を使うしかないね。
Okay. I would have just asked for the document and did the official route, but okay.
自由意志を尊重して、君の意見を聞こう。
We
ど
go
う
in
取れば
there.
いいと思う？
We go in there and grab it.
さあ話そう。好きなだけ話すことこそ自由ってものだろ？
Yeah, free will is that to steal things.
君最初からそれはないよ。真面目に言うとさ、僕より君の方が向いてると思うんだ。だって僕は歌うこと以外長所と言える長所はないからね。
Is that?
それに僕は一人ぼっち。捕まったら冤罪を晴らしてくれる人もいない。きっと重罪に問われる。
泥棒して捕まったなら別に冤罪じゃないだろ
う。でも君は違う。君はモンドに貢献した騎士団の未来のスターだから。
Definitely. I do have the wings though.
ミスしてもちゃんと説明したらごまかせるかもしれない。
And what if that won't happen?
それにここの守衛たちは夜になると帰っちゃうらしいよ。タイミングをちゃんと狙えばミスをしたくてもできないと思うんだ。
ミスを前提に考えるな。
君はどう思う？
Well, what? Why do we only just now notice that he's Barbatos?
確かにそういった気が。
Yeah, I just said that.
だから？
And if you really are the god, then we can't simply abandon you, can we?
おや、それはどうして？
That is actually a very good question. Why should that actually make a difference? What if he's a bad god?
こいつの過去に関して機会があったらまた教えるよ。
Well, and if you're not a god, then I'll help Valen anyway. Alright, I don't want you to see another separation. Wait, what? I'll bring you the Lyre Humul. Let's do that. To quickly advance the time of day, open the Paimon menu. Go to the time thingy and point that to 0001. Move the hand to the time you want to wait until that and press confirm. Enter the cathedral at night. So, do we have to... Since when is Otto over here? That's weird.
この地下室への入り口は本当に昼間ずっと守る必要があるのか？おい、ここは通行禁止だぞ。
Can't you just seal the entrance off or something?
どうやら夜にこっそり入るしかないみたいだな。
And there we have our hint. An actual hint, and not just a quest task that tells you exactly what you have to do at any given time. And also points you exactly at the locations where you have to go. Nightfall, right? Nightfall is over here. Sunrise, nightfall. It's interesting that the sun rises and the night falls. Shouldn't the night rise instead? Like, the night falls, like it goes down if you drop it.
いってて。
And there's a stone. Wait, do we,
恥ずかしがらないで。
don't be shy. Go! We're supposed to enter the cathedral at night. But we are in the cathedral at night. So I think this should actually say that enter the basement now or something like that. Because we are already in the cathedral. But yeah, this is kind of implied. So infiltrate the basement and obtain the holy Lyre. Himmel. Wow. Infiltration as in don't get seen, or infiltration as in just rush through? Because it could be that... Wow. Was I ever down here? It kind of feels familiar. Oh! Oh, I think... Yeah. Woo! Okay. Yeah. Let's infiltrate. The idea is to not get seen. But those NPCs here do have a very, very, very small radius of attention. You could just walk around them. It's really easy. Hey. Wait, what? Oh, come on. That is cheat. Why is there no guard always looking at the bloody thing? Why do they guard everything except the Lyre? Huh. We need some air currents. Would be... Hey! I think this is supposed to be... We use the wind currents to go away from the cathedral. Woo! You. And... that is quite nice. Within 30 seconds. Easy. Wow. It's kinda useful to have a wind guard on your side. Because he can always create new currents for you. Why is it that sometimes the loading screen is just so bloody long? I don't know why. The game should actually load fairly quickly. And somehow it just... Why is this dude here all of a sudden? So the violent disaster. Please, conspicuous table.
しかし、君は銀融詩人だろ。賑わっている場所の方がいいと思うが。
Because sometimes bards also wanna stay clear from the people.
演奏はまた今度やらせてもらうよ。先に2階に行くね。また後で。
彼らを見張ってくれ。あの詩人は怪しい。僕は状況を聞いてくる。
誰にですか？
モンドの警備員たちにだ。
Who are the protectors you are talking about? You haven't said anything about the knights, you just said protectors. Who are the protectors? Hide on the second floor of the tavern. Yeah. Well, actually, let's talk to Charles real quick. Maybe he has some interesting... No. He just has some nice drinks, but that is it. But what's Diluc? Yeah, we are in a hurry, but for some reason you are here and I've never seen you before. And there's nothing we can do about him. Interestingly, he is a fire person. Also has one of those emblems, right? I have to say, I really like his outfit. I like that stuff. It's so stylish. It's kind of like this one. Except that it's more pointy. Like this is more rectangular, right? And this one points downwards. A little bit. Downward to the back. Yeah, they're quite the same. Maybe I should put Kaya right next to him. Just as a comparison. Thieves. How do thieves look like? Yeah, reasons.
ディルック様はご存知ないのですか？泥棒二人が天空のライアーを盗もうとしたんです。
Wait a minute. We're trying to steal the Holy Lyre, or have stolen the Lyre.
ほう、それは珍しい。
So the Lyre is still there in this case.
天空のライアーは風神様の宝物。これほど貴重な文化財を。
Well, it was owned by a god, so why do you think that you should keep it?
金にならないものを盗むバカがいるとはな。うちの酒蔵を狙った方がまだ儲かると思うが。
Come on. Why can't you sell a lyre? And it would even fetch a much higher price if it's previously played by a god.
まあ、話がそれたな。金髪と緑色の二人はあっちに行ったようだ。
Which way are you pointing?
かしこまりました。ディルック様、ありがとうございます。
So he's in on it? That is weird.
今日はどれにしようかな。
Of why?
カウンターから取った酒を置け。
Whoa.
冷たいのでいいかな。
そろそろ僕の質問に答えてもらおうか。
まずは飲ませてよ。ちゃんと払うからさ。僕の歌で。
金の問題ではない。それに君はまだ酒を飲める年ではないだろう。
I think there are no laws about that in Monster.
それなら安心して。僕が酒をたしなみ始めたのは君がまだ。
How about answering my questions first? Actually, yeah. Actually, yeah, what? Okay.
この人は誰って顔してるね。こちらはディルック。酒場のオーナーのそのさらに上のオーナーだ。彼は有名人だよ。ちなみに僕は彼のワイナリーのダンディライオン酒が大好きなんだ。いつもはグラス売りでしか買えないけどね。
Too bad.
衛兵から泥棒の話を聞いた。
Well, we are not the. Well, we tried to steal it. But it's. How can it be stealing if it's your property?
先に言っておくと、天空のライアーを盗む度胸は気に入った。君たちがバカだとしても、かなり珍しいタイプのバカだ。
盗んでない。真犯人は他にいるぞ。
こちらは騎士団のスーパールーキーだよ。モンドの秘宝を盗むなんてありえないよ。
スーパールーキー。ああ、君はあの銀融詩人と仲がいいのか？
Well, we're not close actually. I've only heard him play once for now.
旅人の君がモンドの危機を救ってくれたとは。君のような人材が騎士団に入るなどもったいない。セピロス騎士団は風魔竜の件に関してずっと臆病で、それでいて効率も悪い。外交面もファドゥイに対して弱い上に保守的だ。いい、この話はしたくないんだ。
ディルックはセピロス騎士団が好きじゃないみたいだね。
At least this is a good explanation why he pointed them to the door.
目指す道が違うだけだ。
And what is your approach?
モンドに対して僕は僕なりの期待を持っている。 それで質問に答えてもらおう。
We
なぜ天空のライアーを盗もうとした？
tried to.
本当に知りたいの？騎士団関連のトラブルに巻き込まれるかもしれないよ。
トラブルは怖くないさ。僕自身がその騎士団にとってトラブルの種だからね。
じゃあ真実の物語を演奏したら信じてくれる？
Why does it make a difference if it's a performance or not?
状況次第で判断する。
But yeah, a performance would be well appreciated.
じゃあ演奏のお題はくれるかい？
Well, he might be loaded.
報酬はゴモラから天空のライアー。君の物語次第だ。
Oh. Wait a minute. Did he steal it?
いいね。もう一曲追加しようか。
Well, the story I want to tell starts at the brutal battle with the wicked dragon ingested venomous blood and fell into the slumber only awake.
先ほどの女子は一体。
Yeah, you witnessed a really fast cutscene.
これは重大な秘密のはずだ。なぜ僕に見せた？
You helped us, we help you.
なぜだろうね。風向きが変わろうとしてるからだろうね。どうかな、リルック？
面白い。少し時間をくれ。情報をまとめよう。異邦人。君は騎士団の肩書きがあるから疑われていない。
Well, it seems as if I'm not the suspect, but again... Oh, what happened?
指名手配には金髪としか書かれていないから、衛兵は君のところに来ないはずだ。
But I am blonde as well, at least this character, and I am also blonde, so heh. But this is very interesting. What other person that's also blonde and stole the
し
lyre?
かし、銀融詩人。君は酒場から出ない方がいい。
それなら問題ないさ。僕は酒場が大好きだからね。
As long as there's an unlimited supply of wine.
では夜、酒場の営業が終わった後、ここで合流しよう。
So this mission is all about changing the time of day, isn't it? So, behind the scenes, leave the day.
明日の夜の約束、忘れるな。
So,
はい
Venti.
はい。明日の夜だね。分かって。
Wakateiro, ta. Alright. Wait till the tavern is closed. So, yeah, this is... What kind of achievement do we have here? Fail to borrow the holy relic, but learn of the night's dilemma. Huh. Kind of sounds as if you can actually manage to get it in time. Who knows? So, between 6 and 0... Wait a minute. At night time. So this is kind of 6 p.m. They didn't say 18 o'clock. They just said 6 p.m. I don't like when they go into the 12-hour system. It's really annoying. No, it's between 0 and 6. Alright, so it's not 6 p.m., but it was something about a 6. So it's their time of day. Let's see. Do we... Yeah, see how the moon shoots upwards like that? That's amazing. Kind of reminds me of the black and white system to control day and night. You just look up at the sky, like black and white 2 specifically. Then you hold the mouse or the click or whatever, and then you just move the whole sky. And this is how you change time. It's a really, really cool way of doing it. Ah, black and white was amazing. I have to play that one again. Ah, so cool. So annoying sometimes, but so cool. Maybe someone made a mod of it. Okay, I think the reason why it does take ages to load is because it has to load a cutscene, and for some reason it also needs to be unpacked, but it is on an SSD, so why does it take ages?
君は
And why is Jean here?
先に言っておくと、僕が今回連絡したのは一人だけじゃない。それからこちらはただの陣だ。団長としての陣ではない。栄誉騎士の君でもそうそう接触できない人物だろう。
A Jean.
意外だ。天空のライアーの話は聞いていたが、まさか君だったとは。
Come on.
ではディルックが言ったようにライアーの音で風魔竜が浄化され元に戻るという話は本当なのか？
So you didn't know about that?
そうだよ。今この栄誉騎士は風魔竜事件を解決するために最前線で頑張ってる。さすが騎士団のスーパールーキーだよ。
Super rookie. That's one way of putting
違法な
it.
こともやらかしそうになったけどな。
Nah, acting Grandmaster on our side. That's definitely not it.
神話と関わるような高等無形な説明を信じないのも無理はない。だが問題ない。詩人にもう一度歌ってもらってこの
信じるさ。
Oh, just like that. Okay.
頑固な団長様を説得。
四風守護の東風の竜トワリン。彼の裏切る理由がどう考えてもわからなかった。数百年前のモンドを守る戦争で毒地の侵食を受け、目覚めた後もアビスの魔術師のせいで腐食を受けたのならそうなるのも筋が通る。でもこれは代理団長の立場としては絶対に口にできないことだ。
Why can't you just make such a statement public?
ファデュイの圧力のせいで騎士団が公に風魔竜への善意を示すことは難しい。
Why? Come on. Why are the Fatui all of a sudden involved in it?
そんなことをすれば務めを放棄したと解釈される可能性もある。だから私はプライベートという形で行動するしかない。
Yeah, exactly. He's going straight forward might be his best approach.
そういうところも騎士団の嫌いな理由の一つだ。ただこの正体のわからない異邦人をそのまま信じるとは思わなかった。
I think she has some information.
先輩のような厳しくて慎重な人でもこの旅人を信用しているではないか。
だから先輩はやめろ。今回は協力すると決めている。
Sir? Wait. Pretend to not have a... I sense something
触れ
happening
ちゃい
here.
けない過去があるみたいだな。
とにかく天空のライアーについては心当たりがある。
何事もないように話題を変えた。彼女やるね。
モンドとスネージナヤの衝突。本質的には七国と七神の衝突だが。
So is it a conflict between the gods or is it a conflict between the people?
氷の神が率いるファデュイは風神が残した力を利用しようと企んでいる。
They should focus on their own god. So, are they going to take over the defense of Mondstadt? Huh.
そうだ。
Uh-huh. But why is the defense so
も
important?
し風竜を殺す計画を騎士団が止めたとなると。
Oh. But Valen is a wind creature, so the whole alignment thing would not work.
天空のライアーは彼らが唯一手にすることができる風神の力だ。
This is what I tried to do.
モンドで単独行動しているファドゥイのメンバーはいくらでもいる。
Oh, maybe this will point me into the hotel where the Fatui diplomat are staying.
すでにそいつらから情報を聞き出した。
ディルクが手に入れた情報によると、ファデュイは天空のライアーをゲーテホテルに置いていない。
Ah, too bad.
さすがに彼らでもせっかく手にした秘宝を半ば公の場所とも言えるようなところに置いておけないのだろう。
Or maybe it is exactly there.
わかるわかる。
基国同士の関係性はそういうものだ。異邦人、出発の準備はできているか？
Well, let's go.
さっきジンが言ってたよね。ファデュイの目的はトワリンの力を氷の神に捧げることだって。もしかしたらファデュイの考えを甘く見すぎていたかもしれない。彼らの本当の目的は風のつながりを利用して風神バルバトスを探し出すことにあるのかも。前にリサが暴風の源を探して3つの神殿にたどり着いた時みたいにね。
風神？風神がモンドを離れて1000年は経っている。なぜ奴らの目的が神を探し出すことにあると思った？いい。これ以上は聞かないでおこう。さあ、これを。
なんだこれ。
正体を隠すための変装だ。ファドゥイに見つかる前に被るといい。何せファドゥイはモンドにとって厄介な異国の客人だからな。僕たちはトラブルを起こしに来たが、面倒なことは避けた方がいいだろう。
A disguise. Is it an object that I have to use, or is it just automatically triggered? Huh. Oh! I don't even know if I have a monster key available or not. I have to check, just in case. That's the wrong button. Monster. Ah, bollocks. I have a lead. Oh, by the way, I have figured out where the Lost Liu Shrine is. I also placed a marker, just in case. But this would be probably something for another episode. So... How much further do we have to go? Further south, further south, further south. Oh, come on. Get up there. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hunting is such hard work. Yep. Why do all those animals just try to stay alive all the time? Why can't they just hop on your plate? Already grilled. Wouldn't that make oh, that would be so sweet. The thing is, I walked over here instead of using the teleporter, just so the NPCs do have a better opportunity to finish their sentences. Another of those magical ruins. Yep, quite definitely. Let's retrieve their hero. Recommended elements, everything. Yeah, the treasure of a monster and the power of the animal archon will not simply be handed over quietly. Defeat the guards inside and take back the holy Lyre, the Himmel. The thing is, you can do this with ease if you have the standard, the standard characters available. In this case, Amber, Lisa, come on, names, Kea, and the main character. But recommended. It says recommended, not necessarily needed. Because sometimes it can also mean that you can only advance by triggering a certain element. And we also have Diluc to test out. Nice. Very, very nice. Interrogate the guards. And also open some chests. That's great. And do we have some more chests? No. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Look how quickly he can swing that blade. That thing is huge. Like, and click vroom. Click vroom. Okay, it has the same speed. And how do we... and it goes into... No, it's not a spin to win mechanic. It is a... Why does he wear a mask? That is strange. Woo! I have to say he has some interesting design on him. And we can... Oh, come on. A triple attack. Really? That's just cheating. Look at this. Once, twice, thrice. You can make a combo with this attack. Ah. Okay, that's just me. That is... I did not... like, what? Okay, now go turn some around. Whew. Okay, so if you wait for a certain amount of time, then you can just walk across with ease. Let's just switch back to Bennett and heal him if need be. Ah, and there also seem to be a lot of wine bottles. Ah, da, da, da. I need to get the ultimate so I don't waste any precious food items. But on the because I really want to play with Diluc at least as a trial in here, and for him to be really decent, need to level him up first. Well, heal. Eat you. Exactly. Oh, we have come for the holy Lyre, the Himmel. We have come for the Lyre. Because we were right there when it happened. I will spare your life. Thank you for the info. If need to, I can just ask them by hand. Ooh.
シニョーラ様に見つかって目つけられても俺は関係ねえからな。
さっきさ、シニョーラって言ってたよな。変わった名前だな。
ファデュイにいる11人の執行官、その8人目がシニョーラだ。ファデュイが七国を闊歩し、セピロス騎士団の脅威となったのは、この11人の執行官が原因だ。彼女に悟られる前に急ぐぞ。
Before she gets wind. Isn't the whole idea about getting wind? Whoa, that looks cool. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. There they are. Door of Resurrection has been activated. Perfect. Hey, Greedy Guard. Through the door, mostly. Yeah, we are goodwill ambassadors from the Snesna Mod Studying Association. Well, it got instantiated a few hours ago. We wish to borrow the Holy Lyre. We're here to do goodwill stuff. We are investigating you for alleged corruption. Well, everyone in Fatui, or from the Fatui, is corrupt. We want to borrow the Lyre. Well, I'm going straight forward. By stretching out my arm, then using the hand to grapple the thing, and then I'm just going. How does... No. We'll recommend you to the association. Have an apple. Come on, you got an apple. Okay, maybe I should have gone for Mora instead. Ooh. Come on, I need the bloody ultimate. No! Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Finally. Bam! Bam!
鍵はここにないって言ってたな。別の部屋を探してみるか？
Oh. That looks weird. Oh, come on. That's actually such a nice way of hiding an item. Like, giving you an opportunity to walk up there. Then you walking a little to the side, and then maybe there's a chest or whatever. Something else to interact with. Alright, let's go. Okay, that one is closed off. That's also nothing done. Nope. That's also pretty much dead. Wow. Most of it is just destroyed. The other half of it, really useful. Oh, a nicer way of getting around. Thank goodness they didn't close that fence off. What does that one do? Open door. Okay, that one needs a key. That one is also not going anywhere. Hey, we found something. Items. And in here we have a potato. And up here we have a barrel with nothing in it. Oh, okay, so once you enter the room, you're getting trapped. And more wheat, more enemies, sweetie. Ah. Of course they're immune. How does that Phoenix Strike actually work? I don't want to use it against fire slimes. That's absolutely wasteful. Oh, another cabbage. But at least we get something. Not what we wanted though. Alrighty. That's weird. So I have two more rooms. One of it is up here. Doesn't seem to be any real entrance. That's this. Let's ask this one. Maybe a Timid Guard. Boo. What? I give up. No one's coming to rescue you. Well, if there are additional guards, then no, but kind of like that. I kicked their iron butts. No, but they got called back to Snin. I figured as much. Oh, I dealt with them already. We both know you're making that up. Thank you. Do you actually get lucky? And one of them has. As I said, do you really get lucky? Again, do you really get lucky and you get the key from a random person, or was I just really unlucky in here because I didn't get the key from the first character to interact with? That's weird. Oh, look at that. A chest? Oh, it's so well marked. Alrighty. Now, what kind of enemies do appear here? These are definitely not the ones that I want to fight, but... Alright. Now, what's in here? The key. Open the sealed door. Could there be another key back here? No. But that would have been a really nice way of hiding additional treasure. So, yeah, just go further, get the Lyre, save the cheerleader, save the world. Oh, wait, what? Is this an... Oh, it's an elevation platform. Okay.
ネズミ、どこから湧いてきた？このようなこと、シニョーラ様が許さないぞ。この私が代わりに片付けてやろう。
This might be the first time that you actually see one of those agents and have to fight one as well. Fatui Zamenhoff. And he's invisible. 3, 2, 1. Ah, no, he's moving. You can actually see his footsteps. No. I want to have this ability. That was it. Don't even know if that was useful or not. Oh, it infuses the weapon. Interesting. I like the infusion ability on it. Once, twice, thrice. Oh, nice. That's spin. I seem to just hit through the enemy instead. No, wrong character. There we go. 2, 3, and another one. I like this double spin. The double forward spin is so cool. Okay, once, twice, and damn it. Nah, this was just a normal attack. But if you get really close to the enemy, you somehow do a double spin, and that's just weird. No, let's get this one. Aha! It's a Paimon. And what if it's a fake? Oh, now I know why we are wearing those masks is to talk to the Fatui. Hmm.
子供が眠れなくなるほどの悪夢としてそれを死に残すことだろう。
怖そうなこと言って結局逃げていったな。
Alright. State there. Bring the Holy Lyre back to the Tavern. Alright. Is it still the same mission? For the tomorrow without tears. Yeah. There's no treasure in here. There's just the Lyre. There we go. Ah, so there are precious items and there are quest items. A treasure that once belonged to Barbatos, the animal organ, but its animal power has all dried up. Now we have to infuse it again with animal power. Maybe, yeah, once we give that to the animal god, and then he may infuse it with his power again. Alright, let's use the quick travel option, why not? I don't seem to get any reaction from Diluc or anyone else in the squad. Whee! With a bit of luck, it will load up much quicker this time, but I don't think... Nope. Not quick at all. Takes ages. I have to compare this loading screen here, that probably goes into a cutscene, with a normal tavern entrance. Just in case, because all of that might be a result of the... Nope, it's not. It is a cutscene. Hello. It was easier than expected.
バラの木の木材、少し冷たい星鉄の弦、懐かしいな。
どうだ、それを使ってトワリンを呼べそうか。
No, 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 no. We're not going to summon him here.
確かに本物の風神の至宝だけど、今はまだ無理だよ。みんなが見た通り、1000年の時を経て風の力はとうに枯れてしまった。ディルックの酒場で歌うくらいならできなくはないけど、この状態じゃ。
僕の酒場のステージに出演したい歌手はたくさんいる。君の番は到底来ないだろう。
ディルックの旦那、ツッコミどころそこじゃないよ。おい、天空のライアーを手に入れたのは酔っ払い相手に歌を聴かせるためなのかよ。えへってなんだよ。
とにかくトワリンと話し合うにはこれだとまだまだ足りない。でも問題はライアーじゃなくて弦の方だ。
What's the problem with the strings?
君の出番だよ、異邦人。
Okay. You talked about me?
安心して、君に修理してもらうつもりはないからさ。
So what is it then?
風元素の濃度がこの弦には全く足りていないんだ。
You are the animal archon. Just infuse it yourself,
君
man.
はトワリンの涙の結晶をちゃんと保管してるよね。よし、それを天空のライアーの上に落としてみてくれ。
That's why they called it tears, because you use a tear in order to infuse it. Do I have to click on something? Probably. Repairing. It also changed colors. Fascinating.
よし、想像通りだ。
なんだかどんどん若々しくなっていく感じがする。
団長も一緒にか。
天空のライアーの話だ。
旅人が結晶を浄化してくれたおかげで、なんとか天空のライアーの風元素がこれ以上枯れることを防いだ。けど満タンになるまでまだまだ足りないね。トワリンの涙がもっとあれば。
Why do you want to make Dvalin cry? Come on, how can we make Dvalin cry? By hitting him? Yeah, how do we do that?
今でもトワリンは泣いてる。苦しみを抱えて人気のないところでね。
I think it's in the Storm Terror's lair, northeast, northwest.
かわいそうだな。
これは栄誉騎士だけが抱える問題じゃない。私たちもすぐ行動に移そう。涙の結晶を入手したらまた栄誉騎士に浄化を依頼させてもらおう。
Alright, let's do that.
いいね。英雄たちが互いを信じ一緒に旅に出る展開、最高だ。この曲でみんなを見送ろうかな。
おいお前、サボって口だけ出すつもりか。
Don't call it just singing. No, it's there for the atmosphere and it boosts morale.
弦を弾くのには手も必要だけど。
ムカつく。
And what is the ugly nickname?
よし、決めた。お前のこと銀融野郎って呼ぶぞ。
She and her nicknames.
こんな手探り状態の捜索、あのファデュイとの競争を思い出すな。半年前、とある盗賊が四風神殿の東風遺跡からある宝物を盗掘し市場に流した。
なんだなんだ、バルバトスが使ってたコップとかか。
いや、本当にそんなものがあるならそれはそれですごいが、その時発掘されたものは現存する遺物の中で最も貴重かもしれない。その宝とは風神の息が入った小瓶だ。
そういう形の遺物もあるんだな。
芸術的美にあふれたそれを僕は当然手に入れたいと思った。しかし情報が漏れ、ファデュイがその宝を狙ってきたんだ。彼らは偽物を作り市場へと流した。そこで僕が取った対処はその真偽に関わらず全て買い取ることだった。 それがずっと続いた。
Hmm.
今もね。僕は少なくとも2000個の偽物を見た。そして奴らは今も本物を入手できていない。
わあ、どっちも本気だな。
It's more Diluc.
で
He's
もそれ
insane.
って今闇市に行けば本物を入手する機会がまだあるってことだよな。そしたらさ、特別価格で本物を譲ってやるよ。
ああ、やってみるといいさ。たとえ偽物だったとしても僕は断らないよ。入手したらワイナリーに来るといい。20個でビール1杯サービスする。
俺は諦めないぞ。
Alright. So, let's leave the tavern and end this little episode, because it was all about the Lyre for now, and how we use it will be stuff for a completely different episode, or at least we're going to cut this one in half and continue with the second half in the next time, even if oh, actually, Fallen Tears, Hidden Tears, Stolen Tears, Eclipse Trap, and the Poker Gorge. Yeah, that is definitely the perfect time to cut it. As I said, until next time, like and subscribe. Ta-ta!